What's going on, everybody? My name is Jessica Johnson.
I'm Jack Johnson.
And welcome back to our combined channel.
Welcome. Alright, so we've been married for roughly a month and a half. And that makes us experts.
Totally.
So we decided we would go ahead and tell you guys about how to be professional married people.
Yeah. I think this video could be useful for other people who are newly married or about to get married, rather. And something fun for us to look back on and see how much we've grown.
Everyone says to journal, to take notes, or remember things that happened in your past. We just happen to have a journal that's online now for our marriage for everybody to see.
Yeah, and you know, hundreds of people.
We wanted to take a snapshot in this time. We've had a month and a half married. We're going to talk to you guys just a little bit about what's been big for us, what's been a hard thing, what's been a good thing. So, I'm going to start it off. I'm going to ask Jessica, what's been your biggest challenge / lessons learned since being married to moi?
Probably humility. I didn't realize how stuck in my own ways I am.
Just look forward. Don't bat an eye.
I do things one way and you do things another way, and sometimes those little things, like if you're not careful and just go, hey, you know what, does this really matter, or just learn how to talk it out, can get really frustrating.
Well, yeah, because I have the way I think they should be things that I have the way I think they should be done. You have the wrong way of doing them. And it's tough to mesh them sometimes.
Just because we might do something differently, it doesn't mean that the other person is wrong. It's easier to keep that in mind in hindsight than it is in the moment, and definitely learning how to surrender that and try not to let those little things get to me. Okay, what about you?
Let me get out my notes. For me, the Bible says that husbands love your wife as Christ loved the church and laid himself down for her. And that is the biggest stinking challenge. That's completely unfair. People want to complain about other things. That is the most difficult challenge ever. I know you're a human, but be exactly like the Son of God. Jesus did all these wonderful, crazy things, tons of miracles, all that stuff was great. But the Bible says that while we were still in our sin, Christ died for us. He didn't wait for me to get my act together before he did what it took to get to me. Before I fixed myself, he chased after me. He acted in love towards me. And for us, in those moments of conflict, I'm not in the wrong, maybe necessarily, or in that situation. Or maybe I've apologized and I've got my heart right, but I know that she is not. She's still trapped in that moment of pride or a moment of insecurity or whatever it is. It's my job to go before she's come to me, before she's decided to act right. It's my job to go to her and love. One big thing has been, a lot of people have read that book, The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman, Dr. Gary Chapman. And a big thing for me has been learning that book is meant for me to say, hold up, her love language is not my love language. So I need to learn how to speak hers in order to show love to her, but also when she's reaching out to me in hers, that I have to be able to listen in her language, because she's not always gonna learn to speak mine. So I have to learn to hear hers.
Jack is like all words.
Negative. I don't talk a lot.
For some reason, when it comes to just like giving him like words and affirmation on like a daily basis, I don't always communicate that, like what I'm thinking about him and how wonderful he is, and that's something that I'm trying to get better at, and being more mindful that like he doesn't just know how I feel about him on a day-to-day basis. Like I have to tell him with my words, otherwise how would he know? Definitely working on that one. Something we love the most between deployment and then you having to go home every night. Sometimes it's just hard to believe that I'm like, wow, I get to come home to somebody every night and he's not going home. Like, this is home. I love
He's
that.
never leaving.
I thought I was gonna struggle with sleeping next to somebody every night, but the truth is, like, he was gone last night, and I'm like sad that he's not there now. And it's just, yeah, like it's nice. And I also just enjoy just having a partner in everything. He really gets me out of my comfort zone, and it's really fun to just try new things.
He gets me out of my comfort zone. He makes me extremely uncomfortable.
In a good way.
So what I've loved the most about being married to Jessica, about a month and a half now, I love being on a team. I'm a talker. I'm an extrovert. I love calling Jessica and being like, hey, do you want to do this? Or you'd like to do this? But I also love having someone in your corner. She's got my back. She is in my corner. There's always someone rooting for me to do well. Jessica is super cool. Not always do I have somebody who wants to do a lot of things that I want to do. And Jessica is a trooper. She loves to go to the gym at different times with me. She's down for a late night bike ride or a run in the rain. Like, that's super cool. Like, I got my best friend. She lives with me.
Aww, that's cute. Thank you.
Points. You guys got a little sneak peek into our marriage today. It's been about a month and a half. Hopefully we answered some questions you might have. I'm sure there's plenty that we didn't. Maybe we said something that benefit you guys in your marriage or future marriages. And yeah, maybe we can save you some difficult moments and prep you for some really cool moments, because we've definitely had a lot of those.
And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Jessica Johnson.
I'm Jacques Johnson.
And we will see you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.